Welcome, Transformer fans. My name is Composite Enerjoe, and today I'll be bringing my review of the Transformers Power of the Primes Voyager class Elita-1. And here she is in her jet mode. Now, Elita-1 here is supposed to be a very, very extensive retool of the Voyager Starscream from the same Power of the Primes line, which I can kind of see it, especially from the earlier shots. Now, one difference is that where I thought that first Starscream looked really, really goofy and disproportionate, it actually looks a lot better here. Even though, yeah, you can kind of see that this is the robot mode, and the transformation reflects that. It's a pretty simple transformation. But I feel that the proportions were sort of refined, and they work better on this jet mode on the Elita-1 as opposed to Starscream. It looked really, really weird on Starscream. So yeah, this is her jet mode. I don't think this jet mode is based on anything, because, you know, what jet has like holes in their wings? But I think this is supposed to be like some weird Cybertronian space jet or something. And you have like little details, these things, the stickers. And yeah, it's an overall really nice looking jet. You know, not counting the entire robot mode being on the bottom, but what are you gonna do? It's Transformers, it's almost a tradition to have that underneath. In terms of articulation, the landing gear here can go up and down. And that's about it. No wheels, no nothing. These little blasters are her weapons that can be removed, but I like leaving them there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the jet mode. It's nice, yeah, it's detailing, and it's overall okay. But she has like two other modes that I have to go into, so let's get on with it. Oh, before that, she does come with two accessories. All Power of the Primes Voyagers comes with some extra additional accessories. For some reason, in Power of the Primes, they brought back the ability of combiners. So all Voyagers also double as the chest for combiners, and they come with these pieces, which are the sort of bulk of the combiner's feet. These aren't the complete feet, because apparently the extra hands from the deluxe class figures that turn into the limbs can be attached to this to complete the entire foot. But this is what comes with all the Voyagers. And this right here is also something that comes with all of the Voyagers, which is the Enigmas. This is the Autobot Enigma. And what that is, if you're not too familiar with the Transformer lore, and also you can put this anywhere, this is basically their Spark. Not Spark, it's something called the Enigma of Combination. That's like the sacred item that allows for Transformers to combine into a greater machine, into like their Gestalt forms. Apparently, that's the lore behind it. It's called the Enigma of Combination. But apparently, they decided to create, I guess, more unique ones. So this is the Autobot Enigma that comes with Elita-1, and I think it's only with her. So yeah, and you can put this in like any of the little whatever can hold the Prime Masters. This can go in it, like all of these. These are called Prime Armors. But yeah, that's what this comes in. You can attach them all to here. I didn't bother doing that because it looks really goofy on her. These are just really, really goofy. I know they're meant for the combiner, but yeah, other than that, it's kind of useless. So yeah, let's get on with transformation, which is pretty simple. First things first, lift, you go in here, you lift this up. Come on. There, oh, you just lift this whole thing up. Like so. And then, let me lift up a bit, because she's gonna get taller. Like so, and then you can do the head reveal. There we have Elita-1's face. Let's see. Push, oh no, bring this entire thing down. Connect it there, up. And then you just fold the wing up and about so that this gets filled in. Same thing here. Then you lift that up. Then the arms will be separated like so. You have your elbows, which you just disconnect. You then accordion down these legs and separate them. They don't do it automatically. Snap it forward, bring this up and connect. This up and connect. And one sort of weird technical issue is that this doesn't really stay in place that well. Like when you move it, it tends to pop out a little bit. I think especially on this one, it tends to just pop out a little bit. So this is almost pointless. And flip out, flip down her heels, her feet, fold up these wings, and I think if you really want to, you could pull this down and have it up, just to sort of give her a different look. And there we have Elita-1 in her robot mode. Whoops. There we go. It's pretty tall. Here we have her in her robot mode. And it's okay. It looks very similar to her G1 counterpart, but with a lot more bulk. In terms of articulation, she has a ball joint at the head and a very decent, really nice head sculpt. Looks very much like the G1 figure, G1 character. She's got a ratchety joint here, ratchet in and out, because that becomes the combiner legs, I think. Bend at the elbow, swivel at the arm, no waist, in and out, as he in, out, forward, back at the thigh, swivel at the thigh, bend at the knee, up and down at the foot, and that's about it. Similar to the Starscream figure, if you really wanted to, you can take these pieces, pop these things out, or have it like this and connect them there. Again, not gonna do it because it does look fairly goofy. And that's pretty much it for her robot mode. So, what does it talk about? It's okay. It certainly looks better than the Starscream one. That's sort of the best compliment I can give it. It's overall a pretty decent figure. And that's it. So, speaking of combiners, she actually has, she becomes the chest and head of her own original combiner, which she has, I think, some dedicated Autobots. No. In this line, they never gave her own dedicated team. You can basically just mix and match whatever. Also, the ports for the connector ports, which this is one you can pull out because we're going to go into a combiner form. Sort of pop this up, fold out like so. If this looks familiar, it's because it's the same exact connector port with the Combiner Wars figure. So this is compatible with the Combiner Wars figures. So then you lift this, you pull this back and connect it there. And we have sort of lift it up like so. I think have it like this, and this is like one of the legs. You have to turn it upside down. But I think I'm getting ahead of myself here. What was the first step to combining her? You have to sort of transform it into jet mode. Okay, first things first, you have to go here, pop this open, and pull out her combiner head, which I'll, when I get the transformation ready, I'll say who this is supposed to be. Then you come over here, you pull this back, like lift up a bit, then turn it around and push it back down, like so. So then you have the legs like so. Same thing here. Click there, forward, back. Yeah, the whole getting to the combiner is pretty simple. I think I didn't understand it the first time. The instructions were really weird. There you go. So then we have this. And for this, you lift this up like this. That would be like this. This like that, this like that. This part lift up. This stays here, but this you lift up. And, because this is going to be her front. So then this you bring down like so. No, not yet. Not yet. You bring this down like so. Bring this down like so. And then you just connect them together here like so. Adjust. Then this connects. I don't know if you can see that. This connects here. This connects here, and then, like, if you do it correctly, it all just lines up. Go adjust. Hold on. There we go. And I got myself turned around. Then this you flip down. This you flip down, and this also reveals the connector ports for her arms. And now for this part, flip this around. And then, oh, that's right. You have to pull this out. There we go. I forgot something. Pull that out and then combine it. Here. Oh, I didn't really mention it because it doesn't look right. She can't really hold these blasters in her hand. The way her robot mode hand is sort of is molded, she kind of holds it like kind of at an angle, but barely. So they pop off really easily. So I wouldn't really so I didn't show it off because it just doesn't look right. But I'm warning you now that the Elita-1 can't really hold on to her blasters, so I like them better as like on the sides where they were. It just overall looks nicer. So, yeah, after not too much trouble, here we have the head and chest of Elita-Infin1te. And in the name Infinite, the third eye is replaced with a 1. So it's Elita-1, but the 1 is inside of Infinite. I don't know if they did it for just to cool or to give it some meaning, but yeah. Here he is, and not gonna lie, as a combiner chest, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good combiner chest mode. But what's a combiner chest without its limit? What's a combiner with just its head and chest? So if this thing wants to, there we go, stay put, we're gonna have to transition to another area because then, well, I can't really review combiners in this spot. So time for the transition. And welcome back. I'm now on my, like if you haven't figured it out, I'm basically on my floor because I don't have a really decent place to review big combiners. Although I've used this before for bigger figures. But yeah, so here is Elita-Infin1te, and something I forgot to do in a robot mode, again, because I'm kind of rushing through this a little bit. Here we have Ratchet as a size comparison. So yeah, she's a Voyager, I think a little bit smaller than an average Voyager. And here's her chest mode next to a deluxe figure. I'll bring him back in a little bit with his, all-important quarter. So what combiner? Since she doesn't have a dedicated team, who can I use for Infinite? Well, since her ports are compatible, they're the same ports from Combiner Wars, I have some Combiner Wars combiners. So, I am pleased to welcome back the Combiner Wars Superion team, the aerial bots. And I'm gonna have her combine. Because in my Transformer fanfic, I'm gonna have this version of Elita-1 be a sort of honorary member of the aerial bots, kind of like a Skylynx and Jetfire. So to combine, it's the same as the old Combiner Wars figures. Just slip and slide, like so, like so. Very nice. And she's getting really tall. And so we have, well, I guess we gotta sound them off. This is Alpha Bravo, Firefly. Also, used to be known as Fireflight. Then we have Skydive and Air Raid. And here we have a version of the complete Elita-Infin1te. I'm not gonna lie, as I said before, her chest mode is very nice. It's a nice and sturdy chest mode. Pretty good. Pretty clean on the back. And for articulation, it's the same as any combiner, although she might have an extra point somewhere. The head is not on a ball joint, but it can go, what is it, up and down, left and right. The arms can go, in, out, all around on ratchets. The legs can go in, out, forward, back. Swivel here, which I think is like the extra thing. There's a swivel here on the thigh. And bend at the knee. So, and also because of these things, they also swivel at the wrist. They have some wrist and hand articulation because these are the Combiner Wars hands. Again, I could use these feet, but they're incomplete. They require an extra piece to be the full feet. And honestly, I'm not a fan of them. They don't look right. I like the Combiner Wars cannon feet and hands. So yeah. Overall, I'll say that both Elita-1... Oh, one more thing. The Enigma here, you can actually place on this chest mode. What you do is that you pop this open, like so, and then like this, you just sort of peg it in. Yeah, it has to be like that. Peg it in, there we go. Then close to have it hold or have it open for effect. And there she has her Enigma of the Autobots, her Autobot Enigma. Which, I get what they're going for, but it's weird seeing it without the actual, the handles from like a Matrix or something. So it just doesn't look right. Again, this entire, and also this place, you can also put like any of the other Prime Masters. You just fold them up, or if you're reading creative, you can put a headmaster in there if you really wanted to, a Titan master. So I'll just kind of put it back in here. So yeah, that's it. I don't like the Enigma thing. I don't like it. Just or for size comparison, here's Ratchet with his quarter. So yeah, she's pretty big. So I'll give it this, that the Elita-Infin1te combiner chest is a very well done chest. Ha. Just realized what I said. But yeah, that aside, no pun intended on that one. The legs and the arm connectors are very well placed and they don't fall off. Like the figure holds out really well. So there's no issues like we had with like Menasor in the past where you just move it and darn thing just falls apart. So yeah, overall, I'd say that, I'll say this. The Elita-1, her regular mode, her vehicle mode is okay. The robot mode is pretty good. The combiner is a lot better than I expected. I'd say that this is probably the best thing about the figure, is her combined Elita-Infin1te mode. Unfortunately, I'm not going to display it like this because, you know, these are supposed to be for Superion, and he kind of needs them. But I'll gladly have her sort of be next to him. Like I said, I sort of imagine her along with Skylynx, who also has a combiner, who also has his own combiner, and Jetfire is sort of honorary aerial bots. But that's just me. So yeah, this has been my review of both the Transformers, Power of the Primes, Voyager class Elita-1, and the combiner Elita-Infin1te. Both very solid figures. Again, I feel that this is my favorite part of this, which is the combiner chest. Not bad for an original combiner. So yeah, this is Composite Enerjoe signing off. Peace out.